Hi my friends, welcome back to our reading of the Spirit's book. And today we are at the action of spirits on the phenomena of nature. Well, we are at question 536. Are the great phenomena of nature those considered as perturbations of the elements due to fortuitous causes, or do they all have a providential purpose? Answer. Everything has a reason for being and nothing occurs without God's permission. Question that comes after this answer. Do these phenomena always have humankind as their objective? Answer. Sometimes they occur for a reason directly related to humankind, but most frequently they have no other purpose than to reestablish the balance and harmony of the physical forces of nature. I'm looking at my dog. Answer. Question under this answer. We understand perfectly well that God's will is the primary cause in these as in all things. But since we know that spirits can in fact act upon matter and that they are agents of God's will, we would ask whether some among them might not exert an influence over the elements in order to rouse, calm, or direct them. Answer. But that is obvious. It cannot be otherwise. God does not act directly on nature, but has devoted agents on every degree of the world's scales. Question 537. The mythology of the ancients is entirely based on spiritist ideas, with the difference that they regarded spirits as deities and they represented those gods or spirits as having special attributes. Thus, some were in charge of the wind, others the lightning, while others presided over vegetation, etc. Is this belief entirely without foundation? Answer. It is entirely without foundation and far from the truth. Question under this answer. Along the same lines, are there spirits inhabiting the Earth's interior, presiding over geological phenomena? Answer. Such spirits do not actually inhabit the Earth, but they preside over and direct its phenomena according to their particular attributes. Someday you will have an explanation for all these phenomena and you will comprehend them better. Question 538. Do the spirits who preside over the phenomena of nature form a special category in the spirit world? Are they separate beings, or are they spirits who have been incarnated like us? Answer. Who will be or who have been? Question under this answer. Do these spirits belong to the higher or lower orders of the spirit hierarchy? Answer. That depends on whether their role is more material or intelligent, or less so. Some command, others execute. Those who perform material functions are always of a lower order among spirits, just as among human beings. Question 539. In the production of certain phenomena, storms for example, does a single spirit act, or do they gather en masse? Answer. In enormous masses. Question 540. Do the spirits who act upon the phenomena of nature do so with full awareness and in virtue of their free will, or out of an instinctive and unreasoning impulse? Answer. Some in one way, others in the other. Let us make a comparison. Consider the myriads of animals that little by little build up islands and archipelagos in the ocean. Do you believe that there is no providential purpose in this, and that this transformation of the surface of the globe is not necessary for its overall harmony? Yet, all this is accomplished by animals of the lowest degree while they are providing for their own needs and without perceiving that they are God's instruments. In the same way, the least advanced spirits are useful to the general whole. While preparing for life and before having full awareness of their acts and free will, they act upon certain phenomena in which they are the unwitting agents. At first they execute. Later, when their intelligence is more developed, they command and direct the matters of the material world. Still later, they direct the things of the moral world. Hence, everything is useful. Everything in nature is linked together from the primitive atom to the archangel, who also began as only an atom. An admirable law of harmony which your limited minds cannot yet grasp in its entirety. Now there is another topic, which is spirits during battle. And the question is 541. During battle, are there spirits who assist in it and who aid each of the forces in the fight? Answer: yes, and who stimulate their courage. And then there is a note from Kardec under this answer saying the following: thus the ancients represented the gods as taking the side of this or that people. Such gods were nothing more than spirits represented by allegorical figures. Question 542. In war, justice is always on one side only. How can spirits support the one that is in the wrong? Answer: you know perfectly well that there are spirits who seek only discord and destruction. For them, war is war. The justness of the cause means little to them. Little to them, yeah. Question 543. Can certain spirits influence generals in the conception of their plans for a particular campaign? Answer: absolutely. Spirits can influence them in this, as in all conceptions. Question 544. Can evil spirits suggest faulty plans to them in order to lead them to defeat? Answer: yes, but don't they have free will? If their judgment does not enable them to distinguish a good idea from a bad one, they will suffer the consequences and would do better at obeying than commanding. Question 545. Can generals sometimes be guided by a type of second sight and intuitive perception that shows them the result of their strategies beforehand? Answer: that is frequently what happens with geniuses. It is what they call inspiration, and it enables them to act with a type of certainty. This inspiration comes to them from the spirits who guide them and who use the faculties with which such individuals have been endowed. Question 546. In the heat of combat, what happens to the spirits of those who die? Are they still interested in the battle after death? Answer: some continue to be interested, others withdraw. There is a note from Kardec under this answer saying the following: the same thing happens in combat as occurs in all cases of violent death. At first, such spirits are surprised and bewildered. They do not believe they are dead, and they think they are still taking part in the action. It is only little by little that reality imposes itself on them. Question 547. After death, do the spirits of those who had fought each other while alive still regard one another as enemies and continue to be hostile toward each other? Answer: in such moments, spirits are never calm. At first, they may still hate their enemy and even pursue them, But when they regain their composure, they see that their animosity no longer has any motive. Nevertheless, they may retain greater or lesser traces of it, depending on their character. Question after this answer: do they still hear the din of the battle? Answer: yes, perfectly. Question 548. Do spirits who calmly watch a battle as spectators witness the separation of soul from body? How does this phenomenon appear to them? Answer: very few deaths are truly instantaneous. Most of the time, a spirit whose body has been mortally wounded is not aware of it at the time. Only when consciousness begins to return can the spirit be seen moving beside its corpse. This appears so natural that the sight of the dead body lying there does not produce any disagreeable effect. All life having been transferred into the spirit, only the spirit attracts attention, and it is the spirit with whom spectators converse or to whom they give orders. Well guys, this is it for today. I hope you guys are liking this reading as much as I do. I wish you a great day and God bless you all. See you next time. Bye bye.